So an easy way to attract a girl is by using challenge. But there's a specific way to challenge her in such a way that makes her want to earn your approval. Let's get right into that. What's going on, guys? My name is Assam from dopelifecoaching.com, and today I'm going to be talking about an easy trick to attract a girl. Now, for all you first timers on my channel who want consistent updates, make sure you hit that subscribe button and also the bell icon so you don't miss a single thing. Now, as you may or may not know, challenging a girl is very emotionally appealing to her because it makes her regard you in a higher light. In psychology, it's called framing. You frame the conversation and yourself in such a way to make her regard you in a higher light. So now that you know that, a great way to use framing to your advantage is by using what I like to call selective qualification. Selective qualification. Now, what exactly is selective qualification? It's when you take her, the girl you're interested in, and quote unquote isolate her from a particular group of people to make her qualify herself to you, her specifically. Again, you isolate her from a group of people or a group of norms or whatever you think the normal would be or the standard, and make her qualify herself to you. And just as a disclaimer, guys, this should only be used playfully and lightheartedly. I don't want you to be really serious about this because normally I don't condone tricks or tactics, but this one is very playful and it can be effective. So I thought, why not? Now, there's a couple ways that you could effectively do this. The first way is by using the isolation method. Now, here's an example. Let's just say you're at a party with this particular girl you're interested in and another girl who's her friend. You're just getting to know these people, and as you're getting to know them, the topic of food just happens to come up. And you learn that the girl you're interested in just doesn't like pizza. And then you think to yourself, that's just so weird. She's the first person you've ever known not to like pizza. So you go ahead and playfully tell her, get the fuck out of here. You don't like pizza? You're the first person that I've ever heard doesn't like pizza. And then you tease her for a few. Be like, you're so weird, you're so odd. And obviously you're joking with her. Now after a couple times of playfully doing that, you could isolate you two just so that you could really emotionally connect with her and get to know her, and then be serious. You're not gonna be playful the whole time and just be a joker. And then when she says something interesting, for example, you could connect with her and be like, oh, really? That's very interesting. Oh, wow, that's interesting. Kind of how you don't like pizza. That's really interesting too. And then you joke around with her again and then just tell her, I'm messing with you. I'm teasing you. It's all about being playful, guys. And when you're really playful with it, she wants to qualify herself to you because you're not taking yourself too seriously. And at the same time, it's kind of like you have standards. And because you're doing this, she kind of starts to think, he's probably really good with girls and it's so normal for him. So of course it's natural for you to qualify her. Now, the second method is called the one-on-one or the personal method. Now let's just say you and this girl that you're really interested in, you're on a first date, maybe a second date, and you two happen to be connecting and she says something really deep or something that really genuinely, legitimately interested you. You could tell her, wait, say that again? And then when she says it, you could be like, you know what? I like that. That was interesting. That was deep. Maybe there's more to you than just a pretty face. Now, obviously saying that is very ballsy and very forward. But if you're genuine about it and also lighthearted, I guarantee you're going to catch her off guard in a very positive way. Because then she's going to think, I've never had a single guy say that to me. She's going to go home, I guarantee you, and then she's going to think, not a single guy has said that to me. You're more than just a pretty face. What the hell is that supposed to mean? What kind of girls does he go out with? He might be used to very pretty girls. Now again, guys, it's about framing. We talked about it earlier. You want to frame the conversation and yourself in such a way that she sees you in a different light, in a positive light. She sees you in such a way that she wants to gain your approval. And obviously you want to be lighthearted. The last thing you want to do is be completely serious and say, you're not just more than just a pretty face, are you? Because I'm not going to do that. I don't have time for that. No, that's just so creepy. You're going to really creep her out and she's going to be freaked out. Sure, it's ballsy, but you want to be playful and relaxed and lighthearted. Because then when it's lighthearted, she can connect with you better and she'll actually want to get to know you more and spend more time with you and really qualify herself to you, even though you're being very lighthearted. Now, the third method, which is really, really effective, is called qualification by disqualification. Now, the way you do this is by talking about something that after she asks you, you disqualify her, but not intentionally. For example, if you're on a date with her and she asks you, what's the type of woman you're typically interested in? And you could say, to be completely honest, I usually go crazy over redheads with a nice smile. It just really makes me want to talk to them. And she could be a blonde, for example, the one asking this question. Now that's a good way to qualify her, by using disqualification. And also guys, just because you're being lighthearted and playful doesn't mean you can't be serious at all. If she asks you that question and she happens to be a blonde with average height or above average height, you can tell her, being completely honest, jokes aside, I usually go for brunettes who are on the shorter side. But I chose to go out with you because I saw that you had substance to you and that, you know, maybe we could actually connect on a deeper level. Then you're actually qualifying her by disqualifying her, and you're also being honest and you're not being rude. Remember guys, it's not about being rude and just disqualifying her for the sake of it. It's by showing that you have standards for yourself, and because she's a certain way doesn't necessarily mean that you're only interested in that. And also, I don't want you to think about using a tactic just to gain her validation and approval. What you really should be doing is being lighthearted and playful. Maybe you're not into blondes typically, but you were into her. Maybe she's a redhead and you're not typically into redheads. Maybe she's short and you like tall women. Maybe she's tall and you like short women. Remember, it's all about framing. Be playful with it, be fun, be creative, and at the same time, don't just be a dickhead and don't be super serious. The last thing you want to do is be like, I think blondes are ugly, when she's blonde. No, that's just, again, you don't want to come off as a creepy savage. You don't want to freak her out. But at the same time, you want to set standards for yourself and be playful and lighthearted. And when the time comes for it, you could be serious and you could tell her, jokes aside, I'm usually into this type of woman, but I really liked this about you, for example. Remember, it's all about framing. You frame yourself in a more positive light. Also, guys, I forgot to add, when you tell her by disqualification that you're typically into brunettes who are short, for example, when she's blonde and tall, when you say that and then you follow up with, I just chose to go out with you because I thought that we connected on a deeper level and that you actually had some substance to you and you weren't just a pretty face. When you say that, 9 times out of 10, she's going to be like, oh, really? Like you'll see her eyes dilate and she's really going to like to talk to you and she's going to be really enamored by what you say. 9 times out of 10, more than likely you'll get a positive response out of this. And when you do, that's good, because when her eyes start to dilate like that, that's a really good indicator that she really likes what she's hearing. And also, guys, I'm not here to give you a lesson on human psychology one-on-one. These are just a couple of things for you to observe and actually see for yourself. So just as a recap, guys, a good way to challenge women is by using selective qualification. The best ways to use selective qualification are by the isolation method, the one-on-one personal method, and also the qualification by disqualification. Now also, guys, just note, please just note that this is just meant for being lighthearted and being playful. The last thing you want to do is be super serious about this and religiously apply this on every single girl you go out with, because that's just toxic. And I really don't condone using tricks and tactics, but this one's just for the sake of being lighthearted and playful. But that being said, use it and you'll see that it's very powerful and it's an effective tool if you want to go that route. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you like the video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. And also, if you want consistent updates, subscribe down below and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss a single thing. If you want free consultations, go to my website, www.dopelifecoaching.com. Make sure you comment down in the comment section below for how this works for you or how this has worked for you, or for ideas that I can cover in the future, and I'd be way more than happy to cover them. So that's pretty much it, guys. Until next time. Peace.